There we go. Good morning, everybody. My name is Osa. We are playing Farming Sim 19 on Oakfield Farm, Farming Agency Edition. And we have a couple of trucks loaded. Because, surprise, surprise. Okay, so we sold about half of our sugar beets yesterday, game day time. And off camera I also sold half of our potatoes. Now what is fun is when we look at the price, this is no longer a predictor for the highlighted thing. Potatoes went up in price by negligible amounts. Sugar beets dropped by a little bit more, but again, negligible amount. However, we have a great demand for sugar beets. Yay! Which was a little unexpected, and it's up there. So that's where we're going this morning. So yes, I got up this morning, I did feed the sheep. So they're all... Hello. Okay. Jump in there. But yes, I did feed the sheep, and I thought, well, I'll get the sheep feeding out of the way. And then we can get on with selling stuff on stream. And I literally put the telehandler away, walked back to here, and the price or the great demand for sugar beets went on. So yay. Okay, that's good. So that is what we're doing. And yes, I do have 79,000 litres of sugar beets to take down to the place with the great demand. So sugar beets not as valuable as potatoes. There's a little bit of a problem. Now that's the other thing I want to try and remember to do today. Our sheep are no longer replenishing grass. Grass is now dead. The grass that is in the troughs at the moment came from me shoveling up the food spillage. But sheep supposedly also take clover. So what I'm going to try and do is see if we can unload clover in this field number 6. Because if that works, then at least that's a good thing. The problem is that top field, Oakfield sheep pasture, does not take clover. I think there's a scripting problem with that feed trough because it's not accepting clover. And it's also not accepting or doesn't auto-replenish grass. So there's something strange going on there. Now, let's take that a little bit wide and hopefully the truck will make it through. It looks like we made it. Yay. So let's struggle up this hill. And make some more money. So we have 361. I am thinking I can probably buy field 7 when we've finished selling all of the beets and potatoes. And I might just do that, and we can start transferring the sheep down to the lower pasture. But I'll have to fill it up with food. And then what are we doing? Quite frankly, I'm not sure what we do after that because we've got pretty much 6 days of feeding sheep and nothing else. And then spring comes around and we start making wool and all the rest of the thing. I have to buy some wool pallets before the wool production starts. Don't know that we've got many contracts to do right now. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, I remember this one. So we pull up here. Park the tractor on the left here, and then jump out and go get the truck off the road. Doing it this way, we get the trailer for the truck better angled for getting into that yard. So great demand on sugar beets. I'm not sure we're going to see a massive amount here. I could open that more fully here. I tend to keep it on grain doors because then it's a low tip, it doesn't interfere with the roof of any buildings, mainly at the farm, but then I forgot to change it to doors or rear tip. So we always get the slow tip here. So 8,800, I think that's about what we made yesterday. So this great demand isn't a significant thing. Well, that was close, and I just reversed it to the fence. Nice. I'll keep it wide to the right so that we can not block the road. Let's back up a little. There, that's good. Okay, so we should see, I'm guessing maybe 13,000 litres of sugar beets from the truck. Reversing challenge into this yard, you've got that pile of consumables by the entrance, and that's probably good. So 13,000 litres maybe? We shall see. Ooh, 14. Nice. Okay. So yeah, all told, that's maybe 2,000 more per combined load than we were selling for yesterday. So in the grand scheme of our finances, not a big deal. And again, it's why I don't sweat too much the sale prices. You look at the peak, and the peak's good for about 3 days with 9-day seasons. More than that, you are going to see a noticeable difference. I'm guessing if you're playing 18-day seasons, then it's possibly good for about 6 days, give or take. And technically, yesterday, game day, wasn't the best price for potatoes or sugar beets, but frankly, it's, as I said, it's a negligible amount. we'd probably have made about $1,000 less, £1,000 less for a combined load with the stated price at midnight this morning. But because of the great demand, it's actually increased our sale amount. Anyway, we will get all of our sugar beets sold today. All the rest of our sugar beets sold today. And sheeps. I need to get some clover. I think I've got some loose clover in the skib. So we may do that after. We'll have to do that after we finish transporting. But gonna leave these 2 trailers out. Not wheat. Oh, we still have wheat. Huh. Didn't realise that. I knew we had sunflowers, and I think sunflowers are good prices. Spring day 1. Let me check on this. We have wheat. Oh, wheat is super price. We need to sell the wheat today. And then the sunflowers is blah. But peak price is first of the year. Stop truck. Now, I don't think I have to take this off of work to do this. Nope. Tipping, you have to take it off a worker. But loading, you don't. I wonder if that's true for cedar that's run empty. Okay, and vehicle inspector says full. Let's go. So I'm not sure how much is left in the silo. But may take a look while we're dumping at the store. Careful, careful, and yes. A little bit icy there. Is the truck going to crash? Yes. All right. Bring you back up there. Stick it on follow. Now, I will admit, I haven't driven a case tractor this frequently for ever. Although I do believe New Holland and Case are now effectively the same company. And I have done New Holland farms in the past. I've never done a Case farm. Let's go. Maybe I should look at a FS19 if they're available. Let's go for a small case rather than a small Valtra or a small. What's the other one I tend to use? Massey Ferguson. And obviously, depending on how early we get into our Farm Sim 22 series, once this one completes, the question will be I'm guessing there's not going to be much in the way of things like the Easy Developer Toolkit. So yes, you can edit your XML files, but you need to know what you're doing, and I really don't. So we may have to do a pure basic setup and do a complete workup of a brand new farm. No cheating, no nothing. I may do a obviously I don't know the starting options in FarmSim 22, but what I may look at is a new farmer experience, because that gives you the starting farm and equipment, so it gives us a little bit of head start. But I may do the FarmSim 17 thing where I used to sell all my starting equipment and buy the equipment I want to play with. So we'll see how that works out. I could, if they're offered, I could go farm manager or start from scratch. Start from scratch is hard work, and I don't know how well it will carry a Saturday series. I mean, obviously it's a slow start because you can't afford the equipment, you can't afford the land. But I'm guessing, obviously, the satisfaction from achieving something big is going to be much more significant. Okay. I need to concentrate on what I'm doing again. Where is this entrance? Right here. Stop there, and we walk through the hedge and get in the truck. Now what we might be able to do is to do a potato farm, which will get us a big leg up. Although again, we won't have the likes of the realistic seeder mod, so we'll have to buy sort of hundreds of thousands of seeds to turn into potatoes. That's the advantage with the realistic seeder mod. You look at, I mean, normally seeds 2,000 for 2,100, but when I come over to where is it? Here's the seeds. So wheat is 1790, barley's a little bit more expensive, oats slightly more expensive. Canola super expensive, but you don't use many seeds per acre. Soybeans even more expensive. Oilseed radish really cheap. But then seed potatoes are half the price. No, 2/3 the price for the same amount. So I like that. I'm not having to spend an absolute fortune on seeds to plant potato fields, and you can unload the potato seeder once you're done. Okay, that might work out a little bit better. It should give me more clearance at this end. Slightly overturn the tractor there, but it's enough to get out. And go get the truck. So what was I wanting to look up? There was something I wanted to look up, and now that I got here I can't remember. I think I missed that completely. See, part of the problem here is in real life. If I just drive straight, the trailer will turn sharper as we go because of the angle it is compared with the momentum of the hitch. But if I turn the wheel, the trailer should carry on turning. And FarmSim physics says no. The trailer now goes straight because I'm trying to recover it. And that's kind of a problem. And also, again, that stack of consumables there is being a problem. And yeah. Let's try and get the trailer going that way. And I'm going to have to pull forwards again. Oh, I was going to look up how much beets we've got left in the silo. There we go, that's better. So we'll then check on how many beets we've got in our silo at the farm. Try and figure out which vehicle's coming back here. So, sugar beets, we have 41,000, so we just need the truck. Oh, that's easy enough. What I'll do is I'll load... Okay, that's actually made things really simple. I was going to say I'll load the tractor with potatoes, and then we'll leave that at the farm until we get back with the truck. But it turns out that potatoes' best price is also up here, so we'll just run potatoes on the tractor, all of the remaining sugar beets on the truck, and bring them both back up here. He crashed into a fence. Okay then. I'm not sure he did actually crash into the fence, or whether that's just a little bit larger than expected collision on that fence post. Okay. Slow down. And off we go again. Get to see the sun rising over Oakfield Farm Valley, whatever it is. You can see a couple of fields where we've done contracts for fertilization are not covered in snow. And that was an effect of, if you take the contract, the snow disappears. But now that the ground is frozen, we're not ploughing anything or spreading anything. That bus stop. So field on the left is clover. That's fine. I was maybe considering that top field where we grew the potatoes. I could seed it with grass or clover. I mean, I really don't see the point in doing grass on this farm in any major way, which is why I'm thinking of taking out field 3 and using arable. It was set up by the farming agency as that. Normally default, or Oxygen David defaults field 3 to grass. But the farming agency had nothing planted in it. Well, I'm running seasons, so nothing planted in it. But they kind of set that up for arable. So maybe I should consider that, especially since our major production obviously is potatoes for the sheeps. Not potatoes for the sheeps. What am I talking about? Our major production is clover for the sheeps. Okay, reverse view. Okay, that's full of potatoes, so that's a good thing. Pull forward, that hopefully is good. And load the rest of the sugar beets. So that is not going to fill up, but that's fine. So yeah, my thoughts are back here. We have grass in this, or yeah, this is actually too pastured. That's not too pastured. That's the back of the cowshed. That's grass. 9 is grass. 8 is oilseed radish. I was wondering, since there's a lead through from 9 to 8, I could tear up both of these fields, replant them as clover, and there'll be more supplies of clover for our farm. That's interesting. Field 17 has been planted with clover. No, it hasn't. Okay, what has it been planted? Alfalfa? Ooh. Okay. Well, that's his choice, I guess. Anyway.